Yo, what's going on, everybody? Frozen Fists back with another pod. Unfortunately, we got the two-man pod today. The homie Barrett, he's on the IR for this week, but me and the homie, we're about to come to you guys with some elite analysis, some elite breakdowns. We actually got some exciting news. Maybe it'll happen before I upload this pod, but we are interviewing Shiv from Full Violence, the creator of Full Violence. Dude is a major reason why we started this page. I'd say, bro, I look at his page all the time for damn inspiration on editing shit, fucking making fight posters and shit. I'm looking at what he's making, and I'm basically just, I'm like, I don't want to say copying because copying is crazy, but like, bro, it's heavily inspired by Full Violence. So without Full Violence, Frozen Fist is not a thing. So we got to give bro his flowers. But it's episode 21, week 21. We had a crate. Yo, bro, you were saying that might have been one of the best cards, one of your favorite cards, bro.
Bro, I don't know if that's recency bias because it just happened, but I did leave a comment on the page saying this card might sneak into my top 5. I don't know if I'd put it anywhere but my 5 spot, but bro, the fights we had, just the entire main card in general, and just the build up from the prelims, bro. So many of those prelim fights were freaking awesome to watch, like pure cinema. Like we'll get into it, bro. We're gonna get into it pretty heavily.
We'll.
I had a good time watching that card, bro. I can't lie. I enjoyed myself.
That was a fun card. It had a little bit of a different setting. Boys were at the Tav, but it was a good time, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. It was kind of exciting. Like the whole place would get hype if something happened. It was I don't know. It was cool. It was cool, but yeah, dude, crazy ass card. We'll get to it eventually. We got UFC Fight Night, last card of the year, bro. We don't have UFC for 6 weeks after this weekend. It's such a shame,
bro. We gotta really take it in.
For real, we gotta really enjoy this weekend. It is kind of a dookie card. Yo, I didn't even know Neil Magny's fighting on that card. I didn't even fucking know that until like 2 days ago, yesterday or something.
Yeah, but he's fighting that crazy dude who's like coming in making his UFC debut.
Yeah, the Bellator champ, like 28-1 or whatever. That's gonna be a fucking good little scrap, bro. We also got a Canadian making his debut against Bobby Green. I didn't even know bro was Canadian until like legit an hour ago. But
it's on the main card too, eh? That's opening up the main card.
Oh shit, I didn't even know that. That fight was made like what, 2 or 3 days ago?
Yeah, announced very late edition.
Pretty crazy, but yeah, got the Brandon Royval Manel Kape. And then we are without fights for 6 weeks, which is a dang shame. But we'll get into that in a bit. We got some news to go over first. First thing, we got Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira officially announced. UFC 326, March 7th.
Banger.
This is two of my goats, bro. 2 of my favorite fighters. I'm not gonna lie, probably am leaning Max Holloway for this one. I think both of these guys could win fights, and if they execute their game plan perfectly, if Charles Oliveira gets Max Holloway to the ground, I'm sure he's winning the fight that way. But if it stays on the feet, I'm going Max Holloway, bro.
I can't lie, bro. I got Max putting him out in 3 rounds.
I think he's gonna put him out too, bro.
Within 3 rounds. I think Max is just too good to. I'm sure he's gonna get taken down. Like that just happens in fights, but I think he's good enough to work those scrambles, get back to his feet, and he's so crispy with the boxing. I think he's gonna be able to find that chin. I don't know if he's gonna put him out cold in the way Topuria did. Might be a little TKO, but that's how I see it playing out, bro. I just think he's way too good, man. He beats everybody aside from Ilya
and Volk.
Bro
just can't beat Volk.
I'm excited for that, bro.
No,
running it back.
That'll be a banger, yeah, dude. That's a long time in the making. Their first fight was in Saskatoon, which is insane, but fuck yeah, dude. I'm super pumped for that one. UFC 2026 is crazy. It's going crazy.
And the way they announced it, I saw a lot of people kind of like shitting on it.
What?
But compared to just the fucking Instagram live streams you get from Dana White, like I thought the way they introduced, the way they brought them out at the media press conference or whatever, the way it was kind of just the chairs were set up and you didn't really know what was going on. It was very mysterious. And then Anik goes up there and brings him out. I thought that was pretty cool, bro.
I thought it was dope.
I thought that was pretty cool.
It's something different. Yeah, exactly. I'm tired of seeing Dana's freaking monotone ass IG lives, bro. He has no emotion. Dude, he wasn't even at that presser.
Ridiculous.
Which is
ridiculous.
Like, dude, we talk about it damn near every single week, bro. This guy genuinely, I don't know what he's working on. Maybe he's working on UFC White House or some shit. Maybe he's working on the Paramount deal. What is he? He does not care about the UFC, bro. He does not care about showing up at these events. This is the boss, bro. We're trying to see you there. I like seeing Dana when he's holding up the belt when the guys are facing off, or when he's getting the arm in between there. I like seeing that shit, bro. And Dana just doesn't give a fuck. It's crazy. It really is crazy.
I'm sure he's a very busy guy. Like freaking Donald Trump was just saying there's going to be 8 or 9 championship fights at the White House. So maybe he's fucking building those up.
Hell no.
Bro, it's in Vegas. It's a press conference with all your superstars who are going to be competing on literally the 2 first Paramount cards, back-to-back numbered events, and you're not there? You're just leaving us in the freaking wind, bro? Like, Dana.
It's crazy. It really is crazy, dude. But like I said, yeah, who knows what bro has going on. I don't know if Barrett put that in the Discord, but 8 to 9 title fights on a single card, that shit is not happening. That shit is not happening. And if it does, then we're fucked for the rest of the year.
And he's already saying like Dana's holding back fighters to build to that card. Like, how many divisions do we even have? How many actual divisions are there?
Well, let's go through it. 125, 135, 145, 155, 170, 185, 205, 225. So there's 8 plus the 3, so 11 divisions.
Like, where are we getting these fighters from, bro? Where are all these fighters supposed to just come in healthy and we're not? Do you know how long that card's gonna be?
Yeah, bro.
Like we're talking alone 8 to 9 5-round fights, bro. It's not happening. Sorry,
happening.
DJ, Donald J. Trump, but it's just not fucking happening, buddy.
I could see like 3 title fights and then maybe a bunch of title eliminators. So like guys who are like an Ian Gary Carlos Prates type fight.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I don't really know how big Dana, like I know Trump's big on like the UFC, he shows up to all these events. I just don't know how I don't even know how to word this, how smart his knowledge would be. So yeah, maybe he just got the wording wrong, and in his head it is going to be like championship-esque fights, but like you said, it could just be a bunch of title eliminators, guys who are fighting. If they win that fight, they're fighting for the belt next. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, that dude's always talking out his ass, bro. But speaking of that damn Ian Gary Carlos Prates thing, I don't know if you saw this, bro. Ian Gary uploaded a video on Instagram of him saying he would love to fight Carlos Prates again, but he thinks that Carlos Prates would never beat him in this lifetime. And I would just like to say that Ian Gary is the slimiest guy in MMA. He's like, yeah, I don't know, bro. I'll send you the video after, but just the way he was saying and talking about Carlos Prates, like, these guys, I thought they were boys. They're hanging out octagon side, arm around each other, fucking, banter, like, just chopping it up. And then Ian Gary uploads this video, he's just talking pure shit. Typical Ian Gary scumbag garbage. I do not like that guy, bro. He's genuinely just not a good person. Same thing with that Hamzat situation.
I was just gonna say, bro.
He's just not a good person, bro. And he just tries to always, He just
tries to play the victim, act like the good guy, act like he's not the one causing all this shit. Like, bro, with that Hamzat situation, he did land a couple good fucking back pats.
Yeah.
Couple good slaps on the back.
And then
Hamzat got him back right away. That was fair.
Yeah.
And then he comes in when that I don't even, what is it, a bouncer or whatever, security?
Yeah.
In the way, and he's like, oh, he's not gonna fight me. Like, I understand there could be like a language barrier. Maybe Hamzat just interpreted it wrong, but come on, bro. You're in the hallway with Hamzat. You just slapped him on the back a couple times. Now you're saying, oh, he's not gonna fight me. Yeah. Like, you got to expect that's Hamzat, bro. Come
exactly, bro. Just walk away. Just walk away. Typically, Ian Gary bullshit. He's got his freaking wife recording the whole thing. It's like, bro, so cringe, dude. I hope to see that fight again. I was thinking, I saw this before I drove home from coaching, and I was thinking on the drive home, I was like, dude, I would love to see Carlos Prates spark Ian Gary. Spark him. flatline him worse than Leon Edwards. I would love to see that. That's probably that's probably number one thing on my Christmas wish list. I freaking hate Ian Gary, but
Yeah, man,
I can't deny bro's good.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say as much as I love Carlos, like
Yeah.
Ian Gary's fucking good, bro. Like
He
if they were to
is.
fight 10 times, Carlos might win maybe 2 fights,
Yeah.
catching him with like a nice fucking punch or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude, for him to come out and just kind of shit on him like that, bro. I haven't seen it yet. You got to send me that. I'll check it out. But yeah, bro, we saw them at a couple of the events, sitting cage side together. Looked like they were boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, that's a little weird coming from Ian, but it doesn't surprise me.
I will say though, CP does get better every single fight. So, and especially, bro, you know what? He could have finished that fight in the 5th round. Their last fight. I don't know what happened there. I don't know the situation, but he seems to get better every single fight. I wouldn't put it out of the, I wouldn't put it out of the cards that like Carlos.
Yeah, I wouldn't count him out for sure.
Exactly. But we'll see if that ever happens again. I would love to see it. Had UFC Houston February 21st main event announced. Josh Van actually said he wants to fight on this card too. But Sean Strickland versus Fluffy. This is a little banger. Dude.
I like it. I like the matchup.
This one's been a lot of talks about this one for the last month, I'd say, but officially announced. I'm very excited for this one. I think Fluffy will kind of just, I don't know if he'll dominate. Obviously, we know Sean Strickland, or I don't know if we really do know, but Sean Strickland claims he's one of the best wrestlers at 185. We know what Fluffy can do. I think Fluffy would just be like overwhelming with his pressure. He's like the Marab of middleweight. And I think, I just think he has the tools to kind of put Sean Strickland away, just kind of suffocate him for 5 rounds straight. Maybe he'll finish the fight. I don't know. We don't really see Sean Strickland get finished much other than by Alex Pereira, but it's not like Fluffy's like a hard hitter like that. So it's tough to say, but I think Fluffy would take that one.
It is very tough to say. It's a close fight, and as a betting man, bro, I look at the betting lines. Saw Sean Strickland as an underdog. He was like a plus 150 or whatever it was at the time. I obviously think those lines are going to shift, but I just think the way he fights, how he stands so straight up in that Philly shell, he's never really it doesn't look like he's expecting a takedown. Like he doesn't have like a defensive minded takedown presence.
Yeah.
Just kind of in the way he fights. And like you said, Fluffy, bro, he has that weird Marab gas tank for the size he is.
Yeah.
And I agree with you, bro. I think he will kind of just overwhelm him. Strickland does tend to say he's one of the better wrestlers in the promotion. So
yeah,
it's going to be weird because we really haven't seen much wrestling from him. And I just think Fluffy can, just kind of smother him. He's going to, I don't know. Sean seems like he does have a pretty good gas tank. I just can't rely on those jabs and teeps, bro.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't really ever mix it up much more than that. It's not like it's a very like point fighter type of style that just isn't even really like a good point fighting style. So
for real.
It'll be interesting to see what happens, but I do also have Fluffy. I'm going to say by decision. I think Sean will be able to make it to the end, but
yeah. That's what I'm leaning with too. I think that's a good prediction. Fluffy by decision.
Really good fight.
That is a good fight. That's gonna be high level. I am excited for that one. I think the Houston card's probably gonna be pretty good. Houston, crazy ass city, so I'm sure they're gonna stack that shit up a little bit. I would like to see Josh Van fight on that card. I mean,
I was gonna say, imagine a title fight on a fight night, bro.
That'd be crazy. Probably
Paramount.
Bro. This is the Paramount era. And you know what, Josh Van, bro, I think this dude will fight like 3 or 4 times a year, bro. He loves fighting. It doesn't seem like he has too much trouble cutting weight, so we'll see. But that's his hometown. Would be cool to see. We got the co-main for UFC Sydney announced. Dan Hooker versus BSD.
Another banger.
This is
fucking banger.
This is a banger. Quick turnaround for both dudes. I'm kind of surprised Dan Hooker's getting back in there this quick. But bro does usually fight like once a year. But I thought he might.
Did you see what he said?
Nah, I didn't see.
So it's pretty obvious he's probably never getting back to a title shot, right?
Yeah.
So he's just going to be kind of one of those gatekeepers that Probably is going to get matched up against like high level prospects, people that are kind of, if they get a win off Dan Hooker, that kind of puts them in the title shot. So
Yeah.
he kind of just says, at this point where he's at in his career, he just wants to be the guy to go in there, steal those people's dreams away from them, beat the fuck out of them, cause like long like injuries and shit like that. You know how Dan Hooker is, but it's gotten to the point where I just feel like he's kind of accepted this is kind of the trajectory of his career. He's never really going to get back there, so he might as well just fight all these young, up and coming, hungry kids and try to destroy their dreams and take them away from them. So, it's interesting, bro.
Bro's the villain of 155.
He really is.
Dan Hooker's a funny ass git, bro. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely not getting back to the title anytime soon, so it makes sense. Bro's gonna be like the Neil Magny of 155, just freaking gatekeeping the damn. I mean, bro, it's kind of crazy that Dan Hooker's ranked as high as he is. I mean, he's a good fighter, but like, I don't know. It's not like he's like crazy good, But yeah, I could definitely see. I think that's what he was always meant for, bro. If I must say so.
Agreed.
We got a few other bangers announced. All of these at UFC Sydney. We got Fiziev versus Mauricio Rufy. Oh, it's crazy that Rufy is getting this fight, but fuck it, I'm taking it. I'm taking it, bro. This is gonna be a little banger. This fight ain't going to the ground.
This is for the fans, baby. We like this.
This is for the fans. Dude, it's really tough to say which way this fight is gonna go. We know what Rufy's capable of. This dude is one of the most creative, flashy looking strikers in 155. But Fiziev, bro, that guy's fought like best of the best. That guy's fought Justin Gaethje multiple times. That guy's fought. He freaking beat up Bahamondes. And that dude is very lanky for the division, a lot taller than him. So it's tough to say, bro. I mean, I could definitely see this fight going towards Fiziev, but I really like Rufy, bro. I really like Rufy. I just like the way he fights. I would preferably want to see Rufy win. I don't know if he will though.
I'm kind of in the same boat. Like I was gonna say, like Rufy does have the length. He could probably work that range a little better, but like you said, we saw him against a guy like Bahamondes, who's probably, I would say, similar size to Rufy, and we saw how he was able to handle that. So it's gonna be very interesting. I want to see someone get knocked out, and I just want to see Rufy do some fucking crazy like anime type shit, just spinning kicks and fucking mixing up nice combos.
Bro, he's so fun to watch.
I don't really know if you knock out a guy like Fiziev, bro. Like he's a fucking dog.
Yeah.
He's willing to die on his sword to fucking put someone else out. So
yeah, it'll be
that's a fun fight though. I like that matchup.
That is fun. That one is for the fans. It's crazy that's only like a month and a half away, bro. So
yeah,
pretty hyped for that one. We got Jimmy Crute, our boy Jimmy Crute versus Dustin Jacoby.
Just looked it up. So it's definitely not like out of reach for Jacoby to pull something off. I just think Jimmy Crute, bro, probably gonna take him down,
that's
work
what I'm
that
thinking.
ground, and probably pull off a submission. But yeah, that's another good fight, bro. I like that.
Jimmy Crute is a dominant ass wrestler, dude. Who I can't even remember who his last scrap was, but he's low-key slimy on the ground for a big dude. Like, yeah, I think that's probably the way it'll go. Sorry to Dustin Jacoby for mixing you up, bro.
Hey, bro, it happens.
I'm a casual. I'm a casual.
They do look pretty similar.
Next fight we got freaking Killian. However, bro, I've seen this Quillen. I've seen this dude's name 1,000 times. I still don't know how to pronounce it. Quillen Salkilled versus Rangju. This dude is the actual Pakistani border protector. He's about to take out another git. Gimme Quillen, bro. This dude, I like watching this guy. He's a funny bastard. Just for the plot, we need this guy to win. For the UFC plot.
Yeah, I'm not too heavy on Rangju.
Yeah.
Very heavy on Quillen, so I think it's pretty obvious where I'm leaning.
And the last time we doubted Quillen, it didn't work out for us, bro. It didn't go our way. So I ain't never putting this guy. I ain't never doubting this guy again. I wanted to see this dude fight Rufy, but understandably you can't really put two prospects like that up against each other.
Yeah, you don't really want to kill one off when they have the freaking hype they got.
Exactly, and we already saw Rufy kind of like the hype train has almost died off a little bit. But I'm sure if he has a crazy performance next month, KOs maybe, TKOs, freaking Raphael. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with the fan base. You know how this damn fan base is. I made a video about that today. But
Yup.
um
Yeah, man. Good matchup. Good matchup.
yo, this is a banger. February 7th, freaking main event, UFC Fight Night. Vinicius Oliveira versus Mario Bautista.
I like that guy, bro. I like that guy.
I like that guy too, but I think Mario Bautista's too good, bro. I think Mario Bautista is too good. This guy has fought the best of the best. This guy might have beat Umar in 5 rounds.
This dude knocked out Umar Nurmagomedov, and then he just decided to wake up again. So like,
yeah, bro,
it is what it is.
You really never know with Mario Bautista. I feel like this dude's always just he's fucking good, man. He's fucking good.
He got a lot of hate after that. I believe it was the Jose Aldo
fight,
right?
yeah.
And I mean, understandably, like it wasn't a very entertaining fight, but he did what he needed to do to get the job done.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like the fights he's had after that, bro, he's kind of proven like he's willing to strike with certain guys. He's got good striking too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he's necessarily as boring as a lot of people make him out to be. Whereas you have a guy like Vinicius Oliveira, bro, like that guy's a fan fighter. Fucking just fights with his hands down by his hips the whole time, like trying to just move his head around. And even then, like I feel like he gets a little popped in the face. But I'm kind of with you, bro. I think Mario's a little too good. But you never know with a guy like Vinicius, bro. Like he could just pull off some fucking crazy surprise shit and just land a flash KO somewhere. Like,
yeah, if he catches you right, he always has a chance to put your lights out. But exactly what you said, bro. He fights with his hands down. He's kind of sporadic with it. I feel like someone with the experience of Mario, and just the guys that he's fought. He's fought the best of the best, dude. Umar, Jose Aldo. Pretty sure he fought Figgy. There's other names that I'm obviously forgetting, but this dude's legit, dude. Yeah, a lot of hate after that Jose Aldo fight. I feel like he's kind of just. I feel like probably against a guy like Vinicius, you got to play that safe, hold him up against the cage, try to take him down. But we'll see what happens. Like you said, bro, you never know with a dude like Vinicius.
Yeah, dude. And I just want to say, like, if Vinicius is able to kind of just bounce in and out, not really let him kind of grab him and stuff, like, bro, if he hits him with a couple shots, like, we've seen Oliveira get into a flow state, bro.
Yeah.
Just kind of popping in and out, fucking coming from different angles.
Yep.
If something like that could happen, bro, I could definitely see Vinicius pulling it off. I'm honestly probably going to root for him. I might even pick him just because I like him that much. But I'm a realist, bro. I know how good Mario is, and he's probably going to pull it off. But I'm rooting for an upset just because I like the stock on Oliveira, bro. I want to see him kind of get these bigger fights and just prove that his almost idiotic fighting style can work for a guy like him when he knows how to use it.
Yeah.
But very, very interesting, bro. I like these freaking fight nights in February, bro. Considering we're not getting a numbered event.
We got a couple good bangers.
Yeah.
I think this will be Vinicius's first main event. So
I believe so.
I'm sure that card won't be like nothing crazy. I'm sure it won't be the deepest, but fuck it, dude. We got UFC Sydney literally the weekend before that, so can't complain. We got Khamzat Chimaev. Bro saying he's got one more fight at middleweight, then he's going to move up. Am I surprised? No. This seems to be the trajectory with these new UFC champs. Everyone wants double champ status for some reason. Well, not for some reason. Obviously, double champ, you kind of cement yourself in history. Small list of people. I just think, bro, that I would rather see a fighter get like 3 to 4 title defenses and then move up. And then go take out the next division. Like, especially middleweight, bro. There's obviously we know what Chimaev is capable of. This dude is fucking. I don't really think there's anyone in middleweight who will beat him. But I would like to see this dude clear out a few dudes first. Like 3 to 4 dudes. Like this guy could take down like Imavov, Kyle if he wins another fight or two, Brennan Allen if he wins another fight or two.
Throw Strickland in there. Strickland wants to fight him.
Strickland.
Like, there's
Fluffy.
A long ass exactly, bro. There's a long ass list of guys that he really needs to get through. I think you said it perfectly. I'm also of the ilk that I don't like how, these guys are coming in, getting the belt, winning a fight, and then saying, okay, I want to go up for double champ. Like, you gotta, like you said, you gotta clear out that division. You gotta prove you belong at the top with the belt. Rack up 3 or 4 title defenses, and then we can talk about moving on.
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me that this is kind of what he's saying, but I will say it is a little, because like you said, I don't really think he loses to anybody at middleweight. So it would be interesting to see him go up and fight bigger guys, arguably a little bit better competition maybe, and you never know what could happen. But I agree. I think he needs to take out a couple guys first, and then we can start talking about moving up.
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe it's like a weight problem, like if he's really struggling to make that 185 limit, like that could be understandable too, considering he's always had these like doctor issues, he's always ending up in the hospital with stuff. Never really know what's going on with him.
Yeah,
So,
it's crazy that dude was making 170 before.
yeah.
But yeah, bro. I mean, I will say though, for like, if I think of like Ilya Taporia moving from 145 to 155, I think a situation like that is warranted because that dude knocked out the 2 best 145ers of all time.
Yeah.
I think something like that makes sense. I think if you knock out like guys with that kind of status, moving up isn't as crazy. But like if he moves from 155 to 170 right now, I will admit that's a little crazy. So yeah.
Little crazy.
Peyton Talbot, holy shit, what a performance from this guy. We'll get to that, but says he would like to return in March or April, fighting Cheeto or Amin Zahabi.
Bro, I like both of those matchups. I'm probably leaning a little bit more to Cheeto, just because I think it would be maybe a little bit more competitive. I do still think Peyton would kind of it would be pretty similar to the O'Malley fight. Cheeto's just going to stand there, kind of shell up, not really move out of the way, and just eat shots.
Then probably complain about losing.
And then, exactly, he's going to argue, oh, I won that fight. Sorry, bro. My fault. But yeah, like Peyton said, bro, he wants to get matched with a striker next. I agree. He has kind of proven himself against these wrestlers ever since that Rayoni fight. You had Felipe Lima. That was a good fucking scrap. He proved you could wrestle with him. Yep. And you get Henry Cejudo, bro, an Olympic wrestler who he took down twice, if I'm not mistaken. And honestly, he shut him out. It was 30-27.
I think more than that, actually. I think he took him 3 or 4 down.
Could have been. So to see him get matched up against a striker like Cheeto, who I would argue is honestly a better striker than Zahabi, I just think that would be a fireworks fight. But I think Peyton Talbot would honestly just kind of put on a clinic. 30-27 Cheeto, and he'll get to show his striking potential again, bro. He's going to mix in some fucking weird little spins and shit because he doesn't have the thought of being taken down, so he doesn't really have to worry about that. I think that would be pretty fun.
Imagine Peyton Talbot's the first dude to put Cheeto out. That would be insane.
Ooh,
That'd be insane. Nuts. We need to see Cheeto get put out, bro. Cheeto might be one of my like least favorite fighters in the UFC. I really don't like this dude.
I like him as a human. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
But like the way he comes in and fights and then, gets pieced up and then complains about it, like that's where I kind of lose the liking for him a little bit.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think Peyton Talbot, I don't know how he would do against Amin Zahabi. I think he could beat Amin Zahabi. But I think he definitely beats Cheeto. Peyton gets better every single fight. Every time he fights, this guy improves so much. It's a guarantee that he's going to be better than his last showing. And yeah, especially if he doesn't have to worry about the threat of being taken down. This dude might do some damage to people. We need the Peyton Talbot Corey Sandhagen fight. That's what we need.
It's kind of crazy to me how fast Peyton Talbot improved from that Barcelos fight to the Felipe Lima fight, and then even into the Henry. Like,
Henry had nothing that whole fight.
He got so much better at wrestling, bro. Like, he must have just... I know, I listened to him on the Ariel Helwani podcast, and he was kind of saying, like, after that Barcelos fight, he kind of just locked in more on fighting. Like, I guess, because he's a
cool dude, bro.
Guy. He's a cool dude. He's got many interests, skateboarding,
hobbies,
pole dancing, mountain climbing. So he's kind of always just doing shit, right? And then after that Barcelos fight, he did say, like, he started to kind of just dial in on just fighting, getting better in the gym. And, like, we can clearly see, bro. It's paid off big time.
100%. Bro, he's a pro fighter. I mean, that's got to be, that's got to be the number one priority. You can have hobbies outside of fighting, but like, bro, that's your job, And if you want to be the best of the best, you got to freaking...
Bro, that loss to Barcelos, I think did so much for him. Because look at what's happened from it. And I honestly just think that age kind of like it aged well, because look at the little run Barcelos is on. And this dude's not even a ranked fighter.
I was just about to say that, bro. This guy's like a 135 gatekeeper.
He really is.
Dude.
He's on a nice little run right now.
I was about to say the exact same thing. Yeah, that loss is aging very well because of the wins that Barcelos has put together. Pretty sure he took down like another Cody Garbrandt. I remember that one.
Yeah.
And then he won his last one. It was Ricky Simon or something. Might be wrong.
That dude beat Merab, bro.
hey, back in the day. But yeah, bro, Payne Talbot, this dude might be in my top 10 favorite fighters. I won't even lie. I love watching this guy. He's so fun to watch. He's so creative with his striking. I was just watching
the little emotes and shit too. He does, like, it's funny.
He gets so fired up, and I just like his personality. Like, he's a little zesty, but fucker, bro, the fight game needs some zest.
Exactly.
Yo, being zesty is actually the best base for MMA, bro. You got Michael Morales. This dude's humping the canvas and shit. He's fucking giving like the air strokes on TikTok. And then you got Payne Talbot pole dancing, painting his nails, getting cracked by Frank Ocean. This is the best base for MMA, bro. We know what we have to do now.
It really could be.
Carly Giudice, bro. Making her return to the octagon. We don't gotta talk too much about this one, but Carly Giudice, the first fighter to interact with Frozen Fists.
Female Sugar Sean.
This chick is so fun to watch, bro. I'm fired up to watch her fight at UFC Houston as well. So we're gonna have some bangers on that card. We got Merab saying the UFC's contacted him and guaranteed him the trilogy with Peter Yan whenever he's ready to come back. I think that definitely makes sense. I'm trying to see Sugar Peter Yan too, though. I think, realistically, Merab will probably beat Peter Yan in a trilogy. I think Merab is going to improve from that loss. I think he's going to get better. But Peter Yan, that performance on Saturday night, that was probably the best bantamweight we've seen of all time. So
bro, that's probably up there with one of the best challenger performances ever. That's like Hamzat level shit. The way Hamzat just dominated DDP in the wrestling and grappling aspect. Peter Yan essentially did that in every aspect of the sport to Merab, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know you said you think Merab probably wins in the trilogy.
You don't think so?
I don't know, bro.
It's tough to say after that performance.
If he comes out and looks that good in the trilogy fight, like, yeah, it'll be nice to see Merab actually take some time off and not have to deal with a fourth weight cut in a year's span.
Yeah.
But, bro, Peter is a fucking black belt in boxing, if that was even ever a thing.
Yeah.
The way he was able to defend all of his takedowns, the way he was able to just put the pressure on, he didn't really gas out, bro.
Yep.
I arguably think he 50-45'd Merab.
Yeah.
And which is crazy to say, because I don't think Peter Yan's ever won a first round in the UFC.
No kidding.
People say he kind of tends to that's where he'll like download the data, get all the info for his opponent, and then he'll kind of just use it against them. I genuinely think he just shut out Merab. And that trilogy fight, as much as I want to see the O'Malley rematch with Yan, which I think we probably will end up getting at some point in the future, I just think the trilogy fight, bro, it'll be sick to see both guys. We're going to have a healthy Peter Yan like we just saw this weekend. We should have hopefully have a healthy Merab. That's probably two of the greatest bantamweight fighters going head to head.
Yeah.
Like, it's so hard, because I would argue Merab is probably the greatest bantamweight ever, considering what he's just been able to do. But like you said, if Peter Yan shows up in that form, bro, it could be a fucking close ass fight.
Yeah. Or it could be another situation of what we saw last weekend, bro. Because like I said, I don't think that was probably the best bantamweight of all time right there.
Yeah.
You know, December 7th, Peter Yan, GOAT of bantamweight.
I couldn't believe it, bro.
It was genuinely insane. We'll get to that, but yeah, bro looked fucking good. And then Barrett with the last second message this morning. Carlos Prates apparently says that Kamaru Usman is getting the next title shot at 170. Am I surprised? No. But this is actually, this is fucking bullshit, bro. This is more than bullshit. Number one.
you have guys like Ariel Helwani as well, who's a very trusted source in the world of MMA. Also,
Yeah, that too.
he was saying very similar stuff. It makes sense. Kamaru, Islam, Habib, that whole kind of spectrum of people, they have similar managers. I think this the exact
It's
same manager.
same manager, Ali.
Um,
Fuck that guy.
so like I understand where Islam's coming from, where it's similar to what the whole John Jones situation was. You want this guy's name on your record, legacy wise, but I just don't think, like, bro, Usman. You're telling me Usman out of all of these other contenders is the most deserving?
Absolutely not.
I don't think so whatsoever. And I don't like how these champions are kind of handpicking their opponents.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way it seems it's going. Like, you got to make the best fight you possibly can. Best versus best, not these handpicked little opponents just because you want legacy for your fight. I feel like beating a guy like Ian Gary, Shavkat Rakhmonov, fucking Morales, like, that does more for your legacy, in my opinion. You're beating a better fighter who's younger, arguably more athletic. They have fucking knees. Like, I don't know, bro. That's very frustrating because, yes, I understand Kamaru is this legend. He's arguably one of the best welterweights of all time, but we're talking about 2026, bro. We're gonna be in 2026 by the time that fight even happens. Like, that's not the same Kamaru, bro.
I really don't think that fight does much for Islam's legacy, bro. Exactly. It's 2026. If this was 2019, if this was 2022, if this was 2021, one of those years, then I would totally understand this. I would understand this 100%. But yeah, exactly. 2026 Kamaru Usman, 1-3 in his last 4. Kamaru Usman. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He looked really good against Buckley, but you should not be earning a title shot off a Joaquin Buckley win. You know.
And you're not doing what you did to Buckley to Islam.
Fuck no, you're not. Fuck no, you're not. And yeah, Kamaru Usman might be one of the only wrestlers at 170 who can really keep up. But, like, bro, it needs to be best on best. UFC, I feel like it's getting very political lately. I feel like this whole double champ narrative has kind of made the matchmaking super political. And it's really not fair for the contenders, bro. It's not fair for the guys in the top 5. It's not fair, you know, the guys outside of the top 5 who are, you know, making their way up, because it just puts everything back. It sets everything back, you know, 3 or 4 months, however long that, you know, these guys are gonna take in between fights. So it's just shitty. I'm not really.
It's unfortunate, bro.
It really is.
I've seen contenders come out and say, like, the reason they got into MMA over something like boxing is because in MMA you don't have that like you said, kind of like clown circus, political, where they're just making these like fun fights that the fans want to see. MMA's best on best, bro. And I agree. I feel like it is kind of trending towards more political. We're just gonna make fights that these champions want for their legacy, or fights that, you know, I don't even know, bro. It's getting a little out of hand in my opinion, but
yep. No,
it is what it is.
I'm agreeing with you, bro. It's unfortunate, but that being said, we can move on to something positive. We got UFC 323 to talk about. We got a couple early prelims to talk about. The Ibo Aslan fight, and then the Iwu Baranuski. Holy fuck.
Bro.
This is the craziest 1 minute fight of all time. Craziest 1 minute fight of all time.
Bro, you weren't even at my crib yet. Me and Barrett were just watching this down in my room. I picked Ibo to win. He picked Ibo to win. And, bro, they just come out. They're fucking swinging. Like straight bar fight off the bat.
Yeah.
I think Iwo catches Ibo with something, kind of rocks him. And then Ibo fucking counters Iwo. Looks like he knocks him out, but he just kind of like goes to his knees, gets back up, fights his way out of it, and then they just start trading again. Like, no defense whatsoever. Ibo ends up in, like, finally just putting Ibo out. And, bro, the reactions it got from me and Barrett, that shit was pure crack cocaine, bro. If a UFC fight was crack cocaine, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, bro. That's one of the most outrageous 1 minute fights of all time. If you're getting into UFC, you gotta watch that 1 minute, because that was insane. Watching that back was actually nuts. Got Jalen Turner, Edson Barboza. Jalen Turner with the clinic, man. I'm super happy to see this guy back.
He's back,
he
bro.
looked really good. He seems like he's in a good place mentally. Bro found God, so we're always rocking with that. I'm hyped up for Jalen Turner, bro. I'm hyped up to see this dude maybe kind of slowly climb his way up into the rankings, kind of go back to that trajectory that he had before. I'm happy to see Jalen Turner the Tarantula win, bro. I'm happy.
I'm happy. I'm happy it was a knockout too, bro. I think I might have called that last episode saying I just have a weird feeling like Turner could knock out Barbosa,
Yep,
and like you said, bro, he just put on a fucking clinic, bro.
he really
Cut him
did.
open with a couple elbows, I believe it was, right on the top of the fucking head, bro.
Yeah,
He was leaking pretty good, and then he just mixing up the combos, bro, putting that pressure on. Was able to take him out. Beautiful performance by Jalen Turner. We
yep,
saw the emotion he had after winning that fight, bro. That must have felt absolutely amazing coming back in the way you did, or
yeah.
the way he did. Beautiful performance.
Beautiful, absolutely, yeah. Happy for the boy. Got Bruno Ferreira, Marvin Vettori next. Not much to say about this one. It went exactly how you kind of thought it would go. Bruno Ferreira looked good. Marvin Vettori obviously got that chin. Dude, I feel like every time we watch this guy, he's kind of just sitting there. He's like a Cheeto type fighter. Like he'll kind of just eat shit. He'll throw some stuff back, but not enough to win him the fight. He just doesn't do enough. Unfortunately, I think this might be the end for Marvin Vettori. Maybe he'll fight a couple guys outside of the rankings, but I can't see him beating anyone inside of the top 15 anytime soon. It's upsetting, bro, because he's been through a lot this year. Bro's fought 3 times the past year, but I just think it's the end for bro, unfortunately.
Yeah, man. I really got nothing else to add. I think what you said was perfect. The fight kind of went exactly how we expected it to go.
Yeah.
And I just think at this point in Marvin's career, bro, I don't really think he can hang with any of the top contenders. Um, yeah, we'll see what kind of matchups he gets put with, because I do still think he is an entertaining fighter. Like, he was able to take a lot of those shots, bro. I think if that's anyone else, Bruno's putting him out. So he can clearly still hang, but I just don't think he has the pressure, the skills, bro, in his
Yeah.
arsenal to take out any of these top guys.
Yeah. No, I
I
agree.
say that all due respect to Marvin, but yeah, man, that was a cool fight to watch too.
That was, dude. We got Fariziam. Dude looked
Bro impressed me.
looked quite impressive, bro. He looked fucking good. Nazim, this dude was on a tear prior to this fight. I can't remember what his damn he's on like a 10 fight. I don't want to say 10 fight, but like it was like a 5 to 10 fight winning streak. He was hot. He was hot before this. And Fariziam, this dude just fucking completely shut him out. Got that last second finish. Fucking pretty impressive performance, bro. He's a lanky dude, really good on the ground, really good striker. Bro made his way into the 155 rankings, so excited to see what this dude has in store for us in the future.
Yeah, dude, I was heavy on Sadikov going into that fight. I know we've seen Ziam put guys out, but his last couple fights, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, when I looked, like they were just a couple decisions, and I just thought Sadikov, bro, I thought he was gonna be a little too much for Ziam, but I was completely backwards. I'll eat that one. Freaking Ziam absolutely impressed me. Kind of just, I don't even think there was a point in the fight where he was really threatened with anything. I think
No.
he just kind of cleaned freaking Nazim out, and
Yep.
yeah, finished him with 1 second to go in the second round. So
Yep.
good performance.
Facts. Macy Barber, Karine Silva. Macy Barber, she's back, man. She proved that she's still a little contender in the women's is that women's flyweight? Fuck, yeah, I don't even know. But happy she's healthy, happy she's back. Exactly. That's all I got to say, bro.
Good fight, bro. It ate a nice up kick, a legal up kick.
Yeah.
No point deduction. Freaking Anthony Smith or whatever his name is, Mark Smith, I don't know, fucking said it was a glancing blow. Like, bro, you gotta have to watch that one back, my boy. Like, Macy fucking ate a nice kick on the chin there, so.
Bro, we low-key need instant replay for the refs in situations like that. It would make
Really
a lot of
do,
sense. But, yeah, dude, good little scrap. Nothing too crazy. Macy Barber kind of dominated, I feel like. But Next fight, Chris Duncan, Terrence McKinney. This shit went exactly how I predicted this shit, bro. You knew Chris Duncan was going to get wobbled within the first round. This dude seems to always get wobbled, but he has a freaking granite chin, bro. And then you got Terrence McKinney. This guy will die by the sword. Obviously,
put hands on him.
Yeah.
And was able to just chase that. What kind of freaking submission was it even? Was it a Dars?
Bro, I can't remember. I honestly forgot it was a sub.
It was a sub. It was definitely a sub.
No, now that you say that, I remember.
I think it might have been a Dars, bro.
It was something. Yeah. It was like a front headlock, something like that. Front guillotine, some shit like that. Yeah, it was from the front, but
very beautiful, very common Chris Duncan performance, bro.
Exactly.
That's kind of how he gets it done.
I remember that hard elbow he threw, that drop, or it didn't drop Terrence McKinney, but he really couldn't find his bearings after that. And then yeah, Chris Duncan kind of just put that front foot forward pretty much for the rest of the fight. It went exactly how we predicted. But yeah, I like Terrence McKinney, man. I want to see this dude succeed. I want to see him give this dude a layup next fight, please, Dan.
Right?
Give this dude a layup. Like, I just want to see this dude do well. I mean, he never has a game plan. He never really, like, he's just a fighter for the fans, you know? This is a dude who'll probably never win a belt. Never will be close to being a contender, probably. But he's just fun to watch.
Bro, it's actually crazy looking at this guy's UFC career. He's never made it out of the first round. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
It's crazy, bro.
How entertaining and crazy of a fighter this dude is.
He's a cool ass dude. Great fighter. But like I said, he'll probably never get close to the rankings or to being a contender for that reason. It sucks, but that's just the way it is. We had Manuel Torres put an absolute clinic for 2.5 minutes on freaking Grant Dawson. I didn't really have a pick for that fight. Just because we kind of know Grant Dawson. I think he's 11-2 in the UFC now, which is fucking insane. That's an insane little record. But Manuel Torres, man, this guy's good. He's a fucking good boxer. Who was he saying? Didn't he say he got offered Charles Oliveira and Oliveira turned it down? Like, I don't believe that. But either way, this dude's fucking good. He's a good little Mexican boxer. Fucking fun to watch. Put on a clinic on Grant Dawson.
Yeah, I got nothing really else to add to that. I think you said it perfectly. Torres looked really good. Nice knockout. 2 minutes and 25 seconds in over Grant Dawson. See what kind of streak he's on now. 1, 2. He's on a 2-fight winning streak, 2-fight knockout streak, knocking out Grant Dawson, Drew Dober. So this dude can hang. I'm interested to see what kind of matchup he gets next because I feel like you could put someone pretty fun against a dude like him.
Starting off the main card, we had a little banger between Bogdan Guskov and Jan Blachowicz. Bruh, Bogdan with the 10-8 round. Was that the first round? I think it might have been 10-8, and then Jan Blachowicz took the second and the third round. Draw. You were predicting this shit as the fucking fight ended, and I would say, bro, that you made the right call. I think this is the right call, absolutely. Bogdan dominated that first round, but Jan had a nice comeback, bro. He showed that this dude was a champion for a reason in this division, bro. He has fought the best of the best. He beat Israel Adesanya. This dude, you know, a lot of people actually say that he beat Alex Pereira, but we don't got to get into that shit. But, yeah, bro, this guy is a fucking mutant of the 205 division, light heavyweight division. And, yeah, bro, I think not much else to say. You fucking predicted that shit, bro.
It was, yeah, bro, pretty impressive for a guy like Jan at his age, bro. I understand he's a vet. He's been fighting like top-level competition. But just at that age, against a guy as fast as Bogdan, bro, to get 10-8'd in round 1 and then come back and freaking squeeze out 2 rounds, bro.
Impressive.
Good for you. Yeah, I think the judges got the call right. I don't think anybody actually won that fight. It was very fucking close. I think a draw is just perfect.
Right decision was made.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Good fight.
A lot of times that doesn't happen. So it's very rare to see a draw, but it's very warranted that right there. Next fight, we kind of went through this one already, but we got Peyton Talbot versus Henry Cejudo.
Pure domination, brother.
Pure domination. Peyton Talbot putting his name back on the map. Really kind of continuing back with that hype train. I won't lie, this is a little bit of like Dana privilege, this fight, the fact that he earned this fight. But I'm absolutely not complaining because this dude put on a clinic and he seems to get better every single fight. We mentioned this already. I want to see this dude fight Cheeto. I want to see this dude fight Corey Sandhagen. I want to see this dude fight... I don't want to see him fight Sugar because he's getting chinned by my boy Sugar. But, yeah, I don't want to see either of them lose. That's why. But I think this dude... I don't know if he could beat Corey Sandhagen right now. I think he could definitely beat Cheeto. Maybe give him like a Cheeto matchup and then give him someone in the top 5, top 3 type matchup.
I think you said it. Everything that I was going to say. Pure domination from Talbot. You know, Henry was on his way out. This guy was talking retirement before the fight, so it was already kind of it was in the air, bro. It didn't really seem like he was too focused,
his mind wasn't
really.
in.
He just wasn't. So I feel like the way it played out was kind of already just written in the stars, bro, if you will.
Yep.
Very, very good performance from Talbot. I'm excited to see what his next matchup is. The most damage he actually took in that fight was on his freaking post-fight celebration when he tried to do that little flip.
Yeah, bro.
Landed on his freaking dome piece.
And, dude, this kid's got an underrated chin, bro. Like, he just has so much confidence in his chin. Henry was connecting with some, like, overhands, some nice combinations, kind of just putting some hooks together after some, 1-2s. And Payton Talbot's eating all of them. He's not even getting dazed.
And he was laughing it off, too.
He's not even getting dazed by them. Like, insane stuff. Dude, that last 10 seconds was crazy, too. He's pointing on the ground. Some impressive shit. How Henry ate that knee is beyond me.
That's anyone else. They're going out. Let's be real.
Anyone else except Cheeto. We got Tatsuro Taira versus Brandon Moreno, bruh. I'm tired of seeing the people online talk about this stoppage. I think this is a great stoppage. Bro, Tatsuro Taira. I can't really remember the first round too well, but...
Tatsuro Taira was in a fucking head and arm triangle the whole time, essentially.
That's right.
Remember that shit?
Yeah, that's right. So this dude was fucking... domination. It was domination from the start of the fight until it finished. He had Moreno. This is, by the way, Moreno, freaking legend of the flyweight division. This dude has fought the best of the best in that division. Hasn't won always, but he's got it done a lot of times against the best of the best. Figgy, Brandon Royval, other guys I can't think, but an absolute legend, bro. Amir Albazi, fucking who did he piece up a while ago? Steve Erceg. This dude has fought the best of the best, bro. And Tatsuro Taira came in, dominated for however many 7.5 minutes total fight.
I would honestly say Moreno actually won that first round. I can't lie.
You think so?
Just with him having Taira stuck in that submission attempt for as long as he did. I don't know. I'm just not remembering the way the first round played out. But
I'm not really either. So
having Moreno, I wouldn't say it was pure domination. The second round for sure was domination from Taira. He decided to freaking end the fight. But,
okay.
I don't disagree with that stoppage whatsoever. We've seen how kind of situations like that have played out in the past, like Jalen Turner and Bobby Green was
perfect example, bro. Perfect example.
Like Moreno wasn't really. It didn't look like he was trying to move out into a different position. All he could really do was protect the sides of his head with his freaking hands. And Taira was just raining down ground and pound, bro. Like he wasn't making out of there. I think the ref gave Moreno enough time to try to switch up positions, defend himself, get out of there, and it wasn't happening.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, dude. He tried rolling to his side, tried getting up, but the top pressure was too much. He had Moreno sprawled out. Yeah, I think the ref gave him enough time, like you said. What was it? 5-10 seconds. If you're not making like a good effort, if you're not consistently rolling around, kind of moving around, getting that guy, just kind of off balance while he's on your back or while he's got you mounted, then bro, the fight's gonna get stopped. That's just that's the way MMA works. You don't need to be fully unconscious or fully knocked out for the fight to be stopped. That is a perfect example of that. And I think that stoppage is perfect, bro. I could be biased because I had Taira, but you had Moreno, and you're saying the exact same thing. So,
Bro, I agree. Like, if you get put into a position like that where there's really no outs for you and all you're going to be doing is taking damage, that's GG's, bro. Fight's over.
Yeah.
I did have Marino winning. I didn't have him losing in the fashion he did. First time he's ever been stopped.
Yeah, crazy. Pretty crazy.
I'm impressed, bro. I'm impressed with Tyra. I think this guy is next for the belt.
I think he is too, dude. And I think, honestly, this dude might take down Josh Van. This dude might take down Joshua Van. It's tough to say, but
Very tough to say.
I think he has kind of all the skills to do it, you know? But we got the next fight. This one was unfortunate. Was really excited for this one, so it's a shame it went the way it did. But we got Josh Van versus Alexander Pantoja. Fight didn't even make it 10 seconds in. Josh Van catches that head kick, and Pantoja tries to post, and that arm fucking snaps. Shoulder dislocation. What are we talking about? There's actually zero chance it was just a shoulder. I think that's been like disproven now. But the fact that they were trying to push that narrative is crazy, bro. Because that elbow was very clearly broken.
We know what we saw, bro. Our eyes weren't deceiving us.
Exactly. Yeah,
Like,
I don't even understand where that narrative was coming from. Like those doctors, I don't know, bro. Weird, but either way, it kind of looked like Pantoja was, like, even though the fight was 10 seconds, he was kind of pushing that pace. Obviously, Van, he's trying to counterpunch. I think Pantoja was gonna be, like, just from what we saw, bro. The very short time that we saw, it looked like Pantoja was about to kind of put a clinic on Josh Van.
Yeah.
I won't lie.
It was just exactly from what we saw. Round one, apparently it was 26 seconds long.
Oh, what? I thought it was under 10.
I definitely would have thought it was a little bit quicker. But yeah, he went right to the pressure, started grabbing Josh, landing a couple little strikes, and then they kind of separated. And then Pantoja comes in with a nice little 1-2 combo, throws a head kick to finish it off, bro. And it unfortunately gets caught up on that shoulder. Van's able to just kind of throw him down in the way he did. And we all know what happened.
Yeah.
I was seeing a lot of people actually hating on Joshua Van for the way he was celebrating.
Yeah.
I'm not really in the same boat. This guy just changed his life. He just became a UFC world champion. I obviously know it sucks that it happened in the way it did. He even said it himself. He's not counting that as a fight. He wants the rematch with Pantoja because he wants to physically feel him in the cage. Pause, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, I don't think you can shit on a guy for realizing his dream of becoming a UFC champion. Obviously, like I said, it sucks in the way it happened, but that's the sport, bro.
Yeah.
It'd be different if Pantoja busted his arm fucking trying a spin kick and landing, just falling off balance, landing on his arm. He broke his arm because of what Josh did.
Yeah.
He took him off balance. He threw him down. Pantoja tried posting up with his arm, and it just fucking snapped. So, yeah, man.
That's the name of the game, bro.
I definitely want to see those guys run it back, though. I'm assuming we're going to see Josh Van probably defend it once against, like you said, Tatsuro Taira. Who knows how that fight goes, but I think we need to see Joshua Van Pantoja at some point in the future, bro.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we need to run that fight back for sure. I agree with the whole hating on Josh Van situation. I don't think it's right. This dude, 24 years old, from the background that he's come from, bro, he's from a war-torn country, moved to the U.S. at like 12 years old, started training MMA at like 20. Bro, this guy has every right to go as crazy as he did. You just... it is kind of a fraudulent win, and even, like you said, he said that as well, but you just took down the potential flyweight GOAT, Obviously, it didn't go the way you want, but that's an accomplishment of itself, bro. The fact that he got himself to that position is crazy. His dreams being realized, bro, and I feel like the people who are criticizing him for that have never really gone after something, have never accomplished something that they're proud of. So,
bro, it sucks because this sport is so fun to watch. It's just the fan base, bro, and a lot of the people that are actually into it. It's so toxic, bro.
It's garbage. It's just like an ego ran sport, right? It's
100%.
You got guys who think that they could go into and fight a UFC fighter with no experience and win. Like, people genuinely think that.
Bro, it would be different if Joshua Van comes out and just starts talking all this shit like, oh, yeah, that's what I meant to do. I knew the fight would play out in that way, just kind of rubbing it in almost.
Yeah.
But, dude, like I said, he said himself, he doesn't count that as a real fight. He's willing to give Pantoja that rematch because he knows just how much of a legend this dude is.
Yeah.
Arguably probably the second best flyweight fighter ever, right under Demetrius Johnson. This dude was probably on track to beat those records.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, bro. I'm
That
gutted
sucks.
for this dude. The way that streak ended.
Sucks.
The way it's just a very, very unfortunate situation, bro.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
Tough, dude. Tough. But that's the name of the fight game, bro. These guys are always dealing with some kind of injuries. And sometimes, bro, just adds up. And, shit like that happens. So it sucks, but way of the game. Got the main event. We kind of broke this down already. Petr Yan Merab.
Just pure domination from Peter, bro.
Pure domination. I will agree with what you said earlier, and I think it was a 50-45 too. I can't really recall any times that Merab really had that fight in his favor, except for when he had Petr Yan on his shoulder there for that 5 seconds or whatever it was. Other than that, like,
even a couple of those like standing guillotines.
Yeah,
like
true.
But then, bro, Yan was able to just pick him up and slam him on his fucking head.
Yeah.
Had him kicking him in the body. Had him screaming, backing up. Fucking.
That's the thing, bro. Merab doesn't hide when he gets hurt. Like,
no, he doesn't. He's not good. Doesn't have a good poker face.
But yeah, dude. I mean, not much else to say. We kind of broke that shit down already. If Petr Yan is going to look like this every single fight for the rest of his career, I don't know who's beating him. I really don't know who's beating him. Unfortunately, he'll chin our boy Sugar Sean O'Malley if he looks like that again.
Bro, it's actually impressive as fuck, this run this dude's been on. Winning the UFC belt as young as he did, and then going on that, I believe it was a 4-fight losing streak.
I think it was 3.
4-fight.
Oh, it was 4?
Damn. It was 4. He lost to Aljo. That was the disqualification.
Right.
You need him in the head. Lost to O'Malley. I love O'Malley, but lost to O'Malley.
Every time I watch that fight, bro, I have a different opinion every single time. So,
bro, I literally watched it yesterday, just like all of the little highlight points and whatnot. I can't lie, bro. I think Yan did win that fight. It all comes down to the first round and how you honestly judge it. Because yes, I've watched that fight. I've said, okay, Sugar wins this. Yan wins the second. Sugar wins the third. I think it comes down to that first round, bro. It was so close.
Yeah.
That's why we just got to see the rematch, bro. We need to see a 5-round rematch.
We really do need that.
Yeah, bro. For Peter to go on that 4-fight losing streak and then come back and go on another 4-fight win streak to win the belt in the fashion he did it, bro. It was pure cinema.
You don't see that often, bro. You don't see that often, like a dude going on that kind of a skid and then just coming back and, gaining that legendary status back, bro. I honestly think that this is one of the best bantamweights of all time, bro. You got Merab in that conversation, obviously. I would still probably say Merab is the bantamweight GOAT. But, dude, I think if Petr Yan...
Do you have Merab as your fighter of the year still? I'm seeing a lot of talks about this.
I think you gotta, bro. This sport... bro, that's another thing with the fans in the sport. So recency bias. Dude, this guy put away 3 of the top contenders in very easy fashion. Like, he could have not fought again this year, and he would be fighter of the year.
Yeah.
I think it's just recency bias, bro. He has a hard weight cut as it is. Cutting weight 4 times, and, bro, what was the last time he fought? It was Corey Sandhagen in September or October.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I mean, it was October. It was the start of October. That's not a long time, bro. That's really not a long time at all. And especially for the way he fights, where it's just so much pressure. He's susceptible to getting hit, so he probably has to recover for a while after he fights. And bro, I think you got to put this guy down as the fighter of the year. Put away Sugar.
I don't think there's really anybody who comes close to even competing for fighter of the year with him. Genuinely,
I couldn't even tell you who else. Like, I couldn't think of anyone probably. That's what I mean, dude.
4 fights in a calendar year, bro. January 18th, June 7th, October 4th, December 6th. Beating the guys he did. I understand he lost to Petr Yan, but the fact that he was able to come back and fight for a 4th time, bro, after going 5 hard rounds with a guy like Corey Sandhagen.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you can't tell me that's not impressive.
He never misses weight. He's an absolute professional. The fans loved him. Everyone's fucking turning on him now. Another example of our great fan base in this sport. I think you got to give it to him, bro. I think it'd be unfair not to. Like you said, I don't think there's anyone who is kind of in that same realm this year. You know, like last year, you could argue between Poton and Taporia, but I just don't think it's close this year. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Fucking. That's why I really want to see that trilogy fight, bro. I want a healthy Marab. We know what we've seen from a healthy Peter. I just want to see, can a healthy Marab actually compete as well as, honestly, I thought he was going to, bro. I thought he was going to dominate Peter. I can't lie, bro.
I thought
maybe not dominate, but
I thought it was a 49-46 minimum.
That's kind of where my head was at too. And I guess Peter's, as long as he has that right hand, bro, he's fucking arguably one of the better bantamweights in the world, best bantamweights in the world. So
I feel like to beat Peter Yan, you gotta be, when he's healthy, you gotta be a striker. You gotta be a striker because, dude, he's so good at judo, so good at just getting out of tough positions. He's just like that typical Russian, bro. He's just, he's hard to put away. I feel like you gotta be like a Sugar type striker if you're gonna put him away. Maybe not put him away, but just like.
I mean, we've seen it. We saw it. Sugar dropped him. Sugar cut his eyelid open with that fucking nice knee up the gut.
Yep.
Like, that's just, like you said, that's the kind of stuff I feel like you have to do against a guy like Peter. I don't think you're going to out-wrestle him. You're not going to out-grapple him.
Yeah.
You got to be one of those guys that just is a pure sniper, finds the chin. Because, yeah, I don't, like you said, I'm pretty sure you said, there wasn't a single point in that fight where I thought Peter was genuinely in danger.
Yeah. Yeah. I got to watch that second Aljo fight back. Honestly, because I don't think I've ever watched that fight. I want to see how Aljo won that fight because from what I've heard, if I'm correct, I think it was pretty dominant for Aljo. So I would really like to watch that one back and see kind of how it went. I don't know. Have you ever watched that fight?
I have not. No.
That'll be something I'll have to look into. But
that was from well before we even got in. That was 2022.
Yeah, bro. So I mean, that's
Peter Yan outstruck him.
Okay.
Aljo was 2 for 22 on takedowns.
What was that control time? Does it say?
No, it doesn't. But like honestly, bro, looking at the stats, it almost looks like Peter Yan won that fight. So it must have been pretty close. Maybe it was just kind of like Peter didn't do enough to really earn the belt type of thing. You never know, but
I'm sure just like a typical Aljo performance, kind of probably holding him against the cage.
Yeah.
When he did take him down, probably just kind of laying on him. Typical Aljo. But fuck it, dude. We got UFC Fight Night. Brandon Royval, Manel Kape this weekend. Last UFC card of 2025. It's nothing special. It's a cool little card. We kind of mentioned Neil Magny versus Yaroslav Amosov already. We got Stephen Asplin.
Canadian shorties on there, bro.
Yeah, we got the Canadian shorties. We got Jillian Robertson. We got Melissa Croden. And we got Jamie Lee Horth opening up the card. I think we're going 3-0. I think Canada's going 3-0. And we got the Melissa Croden interview freaking lined up after her fight, which is fucking dope. Shout out to Melissa. She freaking had a clinic her last fight. She's going to beat up another Brazilian, dude. I think she's going to do it.
I can see it, bro. She's sharp, bro. She's just a violent fighter, in my opinion. Like her last outing, bro, just pure domination, mixing up the striking, mixing up the wrestling, kind of everywhere, bro. Dominated I don't remember the lady she fought, but
Lisboa.
We have my boy Stephen Asplund, bro.
Yes.
That's the dude with the same owl tattoo that I have.
Yeah, bro.
Right here on his arm, right on his neck, bro. He's fighting a 4-1 guy. He's 6-1 himself, but these guys they don't have many pro fights on their record. So
give me Stephen Asplund, bro. This dude lost to is that Justin or Junior Taffa? Either one, bro. I mean, the fact that he lost to a Taffa brother is insane, and he hasn't fought since October 12th, 2024.
I'm riding with Steven in that one.
I think you gotta run Stephen Asplund there, dude. Stephen Asplund's a hairy git. Damn.
He really is, bro. He really is.
But yeah, you got Neil Magny versus Yaroslav Amosov. I'm actually, dude, I'm pretty fired up for that fight. That's gonna be a crazy good fight. It'll be interesting to see, how this Yaroslav dude does. Dominant Bellator champion. He's got to fight the gatekeeper though. The number one gatekeeper.
Well, you know how I feel about Neil Magny.
Oh yeah.
But I think for that reason, I think this matchup is actually a really good matchup.
I agree.
For Yaroslav. This is gonna against a guy like Neil Magny, bro. Like you said, he's a gatekeeper. He tends to just like win fights he shouldn't win. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Amosov can actually hang with a guy like Neil Magny.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Neil can just pull it out somehow, but I think
round 3 submission after losing the first 2 rounds or something.
Yeah. Getting 10-8'd in both round 1 and 2, just pulls out a submission. Yeah, Amosov's 32 to Neil Magny's 38.
Damn.
I don't really know much about Amosov, honestly.
I don't either.
He's got a crazy record. He's only lost 1 pro fight ever. Looks like an absolute beast. So if you're a betting man, safe money's probably Amosov. Betting line's probably going to be pretty heavy in his favor. But you never know with a guy like Neil Magny, bro. This dude will just pull a win out of his ass that you just don't expect. So
I do respect Neil Magny though, and the fact that he loves fighting, bro, and he's not scared to fight anyone.
He'll fight anyone, dude. He probably. I don't think he says no to fights. Genuinely.
I agree, bro. I don't think we've ever seen this dude say no to a fight. He fought fucking CP. Just fought Jake Matthews. Who else he fought? Fucking. There's a bunch of Ian Gary. Ian Gary's fought. I'm pretty sure he fought Shavka. I mean, he's getting finished by a lot of these guys.
He just beat Eliseu Zaleski dos Santos back in August. I did not have him winning that fight.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Like you said, Prates, Morales, Mike Malott, beat Mike Malott.
Yeah.
Machado Gary, Gilbert Burns. Like, bro, this dude, he's fighting top-level competition, bro.
He really is, bro. He doesn't say no. So you got to respect that shit. Main card. Opening it up. We got Bobby Green versus Lance Gibson Jr. This is our 4th Canadian on the card. 4th Canadian on the card. Is this a little Canada card? Like, what the fuck going on here, boy? But
shout out.
I know absolutely zero about this dude, Lance. I'll have to look into kind of what he's all about. But he's got the 9-year age advantage. He's a little bit younger. He's in his physical prime, whereas Bobby Green's got chinned his last 2 fights. Dude, he got slept and his arm broken by Patty at the same time. And then he got fucking spinning heel kicked by Mauricio Rufy. He did take some time off. So we'll see how he's recovered. But you know what, bro? I got to lean with the Canadian, bro. I can't go against the Canadian. But I won't be surprised if fucking Bobby Green pulls his shit off because this dude is a vet. He's fought the best of the best. We'll see.
Yeah, man. I'm looking at Gibson's fight history right now. He's got wins by submission. He's got wins by knockout. He's only lost 1 pro fight by knockout in the first round. He looks legit, bro. Against a guy like Bobby Green, like you said, who's a vet. He's been doing it a long time. I'm a little suspect on that Bobby Green chin, bro. I think if Lance is able to find it, I don't know how much of a power puncher he is, but I just think if he can land a clean, crisp shot on King Green's chin, bro, I think he could put his lights out.
I agree, bro. This dude got...
And King Green just has that style as well. He doesn't fight with his hands up.
Yeah.
They're always low. He's just kind of like... He's got that, like, gangster style, fighting style. It's very weird.
Yeah.
But... interesting. Yeah, I'm going to ride with the Canadian as well.
All right, man. We got next fight. We got Kennedy. Oh, bro, how the fuck do you say this guy's last name? Nechukwu versus Marcus...
Nizichukwu.
Versus Marcus Buchecha. Kennedy just got heel hooked by Walter Walker. But, dude, this guy's kind of like he's like a decent heavyweight from what I've heard, what I've seen about this dude. He's the younger guy. He is the much bigger guy. And he has a lot of output, a lot of good output. So, has more experience. I'm leaning Kennedy just for the reason that I kind of know this guy a little bit better. But, yeah.
I have really nothing else to add. I think you said it perfectly. I will say Marcus Buchecha lost his UFC debut against Martin Budai in a 3-round decision. Budai actually got cut after winning that fight. I think the UFC wanted to bring in Marcus Buchecha kind of just as like a new heavyweight option, and they just didn't get, I think, what they expected. he kind of seemed to just gas out and didn't really have anything for Martin in the later rounds. 2 years older than Kennedy. Kennedy's been doing it longer. I agree with you. I think Kennedy's going to be able to pull it off.
That's good comms, bro. Good comms. We get the next fight, Maquiziel Costa versus Morgan Charrier. Barrett was saying that this is his fight to watch. So,
bro, before we hopped on this pod, I was looking at just the whole bout order for this, and I was honestly thinking the same thing. I picked Melt Costa to win, but Morgan Charrier is a hard dude to count out, bro. Like,
yeah,
he puts dudes to sleep. I know he wins a fight, loses a fight, wins a fight, loses a fight. That's kind of his fight trajectory right now. That's kind of why I'm leaning more to Costa, just because he's able to string wins together in a better fashion.
yeah.
He's a little bit bigger. He's got that height, a little bit bigger of a reach. So that's kind of why I'm tending to lean with him. But I think this fight's a pick 'em. It's a coin flip for me. But yeah, I don't argue with that sentiment from Barrett that this could be the fight to watch.
I think you said it perfectly, bro. I think probably Melk is just gonna try to stay on the fucking outside. Yeah, you don't want to get clipped by Morgan. He has a little bit more momentum right now. Yeah, like you said, he puts wins together a bit better. This would be his 5th straight win if he pulls it off. So that's kind of why I'm leaning towards him. So same reasoning. Yeah, not much else to say. Cesar Almeida versus Cezary Olezichik. Got the brother of Michael. I wonder if he trains with the Fighting Nerds too. I'm assuming he does. He's gotta if he's bros with Michael. Cesar Almeida, dude. This dude
beat Poton.
Yeah.
He's definitely no slouch. He is old. He's old as fuck.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the smaller guy. Doesn't have as long of a reach. But this is kind of one of those fights, bro. Like, I do have Cesare winning, but this could be like one of those situations where a guy comes in fresh off a Contender Series win, gets put into the UFC against a guy who's kind of, he does only have 8 pro fights. I'm talking Almeida here, whereas Oleksiejczuk has more than double that. So he, I guess in a sense, has more experience. Caesar's just been fighting, UFC caliber people.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to see how this one plays out. I am leaning Oleksiejczuk, but I'm not counting Almeida out whatsoever. This dude's a scary striker, bro.
Yeah.
Really is.
No, I agree. I'm kind of just leaning Oleksiejczuk because he's the younger guy. I feel like you usually see the younger guy kind of last a little bit longer. Better gas tank usually. Better, just able to recover better if he does get clipped. I don't think this fight's going to the judges. I'm going to say that.
I don't think so either. I think someone's getting put to sleep, boy.
Yep. This next one, boy, I'm fired up for this one. I'm a
must be excited.
Big Kevin Vallejos fan, dude. I love watching this guy. Honestly, he's probably close to my top 10 fighters too. If he gets a finish this weekend, he'll probably cement himself in there. We got Giga Chikadze versus Kevin Vallejos. Giga is no slouch, bro. This guy is a very good fighter himself. I'm pretty sure he's coming off a loss. So yeah, lost to David Onama. But he's not no slouch, bro. He's in the top 15 of 145 for a reason. But Kevin Vallejos, this dude is actually an Ilia Topuria clone. I love watching this dude fight. He puts together.
Saw that reel you made, bro. That shit was funny as hell.
He puts together just the craziest 10 punch combinations, bro. And then he'll put a guy's lights out. Loves attacking the body. Sick boxer. Hard leg kicks. He'll throw teeps if he has to. He is the smaller guy, but that's never really been a problem for him because he's very high guard. He's getting in close, wants to rip that body. He wants to get in tight. That's his fight style. So I honestly think this is like a perfectly catered fight for him. This dude put up, other than Diego Lopez, this dude put up the toughest fight for Jean Silva in his Contender Series / UFC career so far, other than Diego Lopez. So that should say enough, bro. That honestly should say enough. Yeah, not really much else to say, bro. This guy's a fucking killer. And I think he might chin Giga.
I do have him winning by knockout over Giga Chikadze. Like you said, he's so technical, bro. Boxing is his area. He's got 13 He's 13 years younger than Giga.
Yeah.
He is the smaller guy. His reach is like pretty noticeably different. Very, very short reach. But like you said, bro, the way he fights, I think that could honestly favor him
That's what I'm saying,
a
bro.
little bit more than it would, like, in the sense if we're talking about Giga. I just think, like you said, he likes to get in close, rip the body. He's just so technical. The way he moves,
Yeah.
picks off different angles, the way he keeps his guard up. I just think he's gonna come in with some fucking crazy combos, and he's gonna end up finishing Giga in very impressive fashion. That's my prediction right there. 16-1. Just fucking like you said, he put up probably the hardest competition aside from Diego Lopez for a guy like John Silva. And that's really it, bro. I really have nothing else to say. I think it could be a quick fight. I can't lie. Within maybe a round and a half.
Okay. I could
Finds the chin and
definitely
puts him out.
I could definitely see it ending in the first round too. Yeah, dude, like you said, I think long reach for Giga, unless he's keeping Kevin to the outside, this is a really hard dude to keep to the outside, bro. He's got good head movement. He likes cutting angles, like you said. The only way Giga's winning is if he keeps him to the outside, because yeah, if Kevin gets in close, Giga's reach is far too long to be able to kind of trade in, a tight pocket like that. So pause. But yeah, bro, Kevin Vallejos, give me Kevin Vallejos by. You know what, dude? I'm gonna get risky with it. First round KO. Gimme.
I like it, bro. I like it.
Main event: Brandon Royval, Manel Kape. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I had a tough time picking this one. I'm only leaning towards Manel because, bro, this guy's just like a little rat. He's just like a little fucker, bro. We know how good Brandon Royval is. This guy, once again, one of the better flyweights of all time. Maybe a top 5, top 10 flyweight of all time. He's fought the best of the best. He just put up a war with Josh Van. Manel Kape's just like greasy little fucker, dude. And that's how I think he's just gonna win. I think he's just gonna kind of just be greasy with it, muck it up, see if he even makes weight, but
Gonna say, bro, who knows if this fight's even gonna fucking happen?
exactly. Seriously. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going the other way. I'm leaning Royval just because, he's beaten guys like Tatsuro Taira, beaten guys like Brandon Moreno. I feel like he's just been kind of fighting at that higher level longer than a guy like Manel Kape has. A little bit longer, same exact reach. He's just a little bit taller. But yeah, I think this another one of these fights that I could honestly see going either way. But I'm gonna lean. I think I'm just leaning Royval based on the fact that he did just lose to Joshua Van. He sees Joshua Van get the title shot, and I think that's just gonna give him that extra fire to want to get back into that win column because he knows, bro, this guy's been in the title contention for how many years now? Probably the last 2-3 years, even 4. I favor him over Manel Kape. Like you said, who even knows if this fight's gonna happen, if Kape's gonna make weight, but definitely a good little scrap we got on our hands here.
Yeah, dude, I'm looking forward to this fight. Honestly, some underrated bangers on this card. Like, not many big names, but we got a lot of good scraps, good fights. But yeah, bro, I'm looking forward to it.
This is at the Apex, right?
Yeah, this is at the Apex. So small octagon. That's gonna also favor a dude like Kevin Vallejo. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that, bro. That's crazy. No, Kevin Vallejo's first round knockout is such a guarantee, bro. That's actually so free. But yeah, bro, not much else to say. I think we did pretty well without our freaking trusty third man, Barrett.
We held it down, bro. We held it down.
We really did hold it down. Like I said, we got a interview with Shiv from Full Violence coming soon. Not too sure when that's happening exactly, but we'll get that ASAP Rocky. It's happening no matter what. And then we got Melissa Croden probably next week. So fucking cool couple little interviews, I guess, coming up, and just excited for the future of Frozen Fist, bro. We're on the come up. It's been 21 weeks now, but we're eating it up, bro. I'm genuinely proud of us. It's pretty crazy, bro. I mean, if you would have told us, even like June, like a month before we started this shit, how far we would have came till now, I'd be like, what the fuck? I'd be like, what the fuck, dog? What you talking about?
The trajectory just keeps going up and up, bro.
Up and up, and we're not slowing down, bro. We're not getting
We're not
comfortable.
slowing down.
Who knew that
Foot on the
freaking?
gas, baby.
Who knew that some freaking penis envy would change the trajectory of our lives, bro?
Certainly wasn't that blue meanie, boy.
Nah, fuck that shit. That shit was garbage,
Fuck the
bro.
blue meanie.
But nah, bro.
Oh, funny.
Episode 21. Boys are wrapping it up now. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Good app.
Good app. Being the homie. And yeah, bro.
It's been it.
That's been it.
Peace the frick out, Frozen Fist Fight fans. Yo, the cops are coming, bro.
Yo, they're after us, bro. All right, peace.